Hello and welcome to Matt's Casual Cooking, and happy Halloween. Fun time of year for great treats, and this is no different. So today we are going to be making caramel fudge brownies with marshmallow cream. Very chocolatey and delicious dish this spooky time of year. So we're going to go over all the ingredients and how to put it together, and let's get to it. Alright folks, so before we go over the ingredients today, and it's also silk and smooth like this recipe, hit the subscribe button. It's a great way to get tasty and chocolatey recipes into your feed every week. So please hit the subscribe and the notification bell so when my videos drop you can see the deliciousness. I'll get back to the video. Now for your first bowl, you want to combine 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup of cacao powder, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of fine sea salt, and optionally 1 teaspoon of ground espresso powder. Now for the double boiler, we're going to need 1 stick or 8 tablespoons of unsalted butter, and we're also going to need 8 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate or pieces. Now if you want to, on the chocolate chips or pieces, you can either just put them in the bowl or you can coarsely chop them if you want to. Now for the second bowl, we're going to need 4 large eggs. We need 1.5 cups of sugar, and we're going to need 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Now what we're going to do to set aside is we're going to need 7 ounces of Marshmallow Fluff or Creme, or however they label it. And you're going to need 1/2 cup of salted caramel sauce, either store-bought or homemade. You're also going to need just 1 cup of milk chocolate chips or pieces. Now this is about a 12-ounce bag, so if you use a couple extra ounces, I mean, hey, that's on you. It's not a big deal if you have a couple extra. So, and also for your hardware, you're going to need an 8x8 or 9x9 pan, and you're also going to need some parchment paper, and you're going to need something to grease it with. So we're going to go over how to put here together in a minute, and I will see you then. Alright folks, so before you do anything with this recipe, what we're going to do is get out your 8x8 or 9x9, and what you want to do is give it, you don't want to do it too difficult or do it too heavy. Just give it a decent spray on the bottom. What you're going to do is you're going to take some parchment paper and kind of, don't need to cut out a very big piece, and we're just going to kind of press it in there a little bit because we want it to stick to the grease, and this is going to help hold it down too when we bake. And what we're actually going to do is either butter or spray this as well. Now this one I don't care if I overdo on the butter, but then just kind of try to cut out the same size piece, and we're going to do it the opposite way. Kind of press it in. Try to get it into the corners so when we actually pour the mixture in here, we can get in there. Now if you have to press it down before we do that, that's fine. And again, just give it a little spray. That's all good. So what you want to do now is just set this off to the side, and we'll get to combining everything together. So I will see you then. Alright folks, so I've got 2 bowls here, and in bowl number 1 from the ingredients list, I've just combined all the dry ingredients together and just kind of stir it like a fork or a butter knife or something. And then we're just going to set this off to the side. Now in your second bowl with the sugar, eggs, and vanilla extract, what you want to do is get out an electric mixer, or you can do this also in a stand mixer if you want. Go ahead and we're going to beat this on high for about 2 minutes until it's light and fluffy. And so once that's done, we're going to move over to the double boiler. So I will see you then. Alright folks, so you can see I got my double boiler going here. Now you don't have to do a double boiler. You can put this in the microwave. And if you do, put it on high for about 30 to 40 seconds in a microwave safe bowl. And then after that, stir it together. Do another 30 to 40 until the butter and the chocolate is nice and smooth and well combined. Now, if you are going to do a double boiler and you've never done one, you can see I've just got a bowl here. It'd be a metal bowl, but I prefer the glass bowl. Just a quart pot. Now, don't fill the water all the way up. I've only got it about halfway, and the steam is going to actually cook the chocolate chips. Now I've been going for a minute and the chocolate is starting to melt, and you see I've got the butter cut up. You don't want to just drop a whole stick in there. It's not going to melt as evenly. Now I've put this on about medium-high. You could probably go down to medium if you want to. Now the benefit of this, like I've said in other videos, is this will help you control the heat a little bit, and potential for burning is a lot less, but you do need to sit here and pay attention. So once the chocolate and the butter is well combined, go ahead and get out your egg milk mixture, and we're going to go from there. So I will see you when this is done. Alright folks, you can see the egg mixture is nice and light and fluffy. Now you do want to kind of move quick, because once you take this off the double boiler, or if you want to leave it on the double boiler for the time being, you can, but it's still going to be pretty warm. And you can see it's very, very liquidy, and that's what we're looking for. So what you want to do now is go ahead and pour it into your egg mixture. Try to get as much as humanly possible in with it. You know what? Try and get all the chocolate you can. Never go too wrong with a little extra chocolate. Okay. I'm going to beat a dead horse. Now go ahead and take that spatula, and you're just going to fold it into the egg mixture. Just try to scrape the bottom, because it's going to be a little bit heavier than the egg mixture itself. Just kind of just fold it together. And you're only going to need to do this for about a minute or two until you feel that most of the chocolate is well combined. It's not going to be very evident necessarily, but just do a couple folds, and that's really all you got to do. So go ahead and get your dry ingredients ready here in a minute, and I will see you then. Alright folks, so you can see we've kind of got like almost like a chocolate cream going on with the egg mixture, and it's kind of where you want to be at. So go ahead, again, you don't have to do this in batches with the dry ingredients. Just go ahead and add them in, and again, we're just going to fold them into the batter and combine them. Now what we're looking for on this one is you want to just stir it together, fold it in until you cannot see any of the flour mixture in with it. So go ahead and do that, and I will see you when it's done. Alright folks, so we got our pan. You want to get out your fluff, and you want to get out your salted caramel. And what you want to do also is turn your oven to 350 degrees. So go ahead and take your brownie batter and just want to go ahead and get about half of the batter in here. Let's kind of smooth it out. Now, batter will be kind of resistant. You need to pour it. If you get a little more than half, don't stress about it. So I think that's about half. I don't want to do any more. Go ahead, smooth it out so it's hitting all four corners. Okay, I'm pretty good. So what we want to do now is take your fluff and we're also going to need about half of it on top. So go ahead, put half the marshmallow fluff and then about half the salted caramel, and then you want to put the rest of the brownie batter on top of it, and then after that, again, put half the rest of the marshmallow fluff and the salted caramel. Now on the top with the fluff, make sure you kind of spread it out to kind of cover the top. Here you just want to add a couple dollops in here. So once that's done, we'll go over the next step for it. So I will see you in a minute. Alright folks, so you can see I've got a nice layer of the marshmallow cream up here. So what you want to do is take like a butter knife, or if you want to do like a fork or a spoon or something, just make sure you reach the bottom. I'm just going to drag it through. First kind of horizontally. And I'm just going to do 3 passes. This is going to make a nice pattern in it as well with the salted caramel. So we're going to flip it around and come up. Now, I'm only doing it twice that way. You can certainly do a 3rd pass if you want to there. So what we're going to do now is take your chocolate chips, so I can open them, and go ahead and just add your cup, or if you want to add the whole thing, I don't necessarily recommend it. It's a small pan. And I'm just kind of eyeballing a cup here. So, yeah, just kind of spread a little couple extra right there. Okay, I think that's good. So what you want to do now is once the oven is done, we're going to cook it for 28 to 30 minutes. And you're going to know it's done when you stick like a toothpick or a butter knife in there or fork or whatever you got left. And it comes out pretty clean. Now it can be, you can have a little couple crumbs in it, but we're just looking for it to be pretty much almost done. So go ahead and do that and I will see you at the end. Alright folks, so you can see we are done, and the marshmallow did fluff up quite a bit actually while we were cooking it, but that's okay. So mostly we want to make sure the middle is cooked. Now what you want to do is you want to get out a wire rack or just something like even a metal hot pad to put it on. Just something where the bottom is not directly on the stove. So we're going to let it sit here and cool for at least an hour. Now after that though, you want to put it in like the refrigerator, preferably overnight, or at least, you know, a couple hours for it to kind of harden up, and then go ahead and get it out and pull it out with the parchment paper onto a cutting board, and you're going to want to just cut it into however many squares you want. Now you can get about 9 to 12 squares out of this, or more if you cut them smaller. So if you did enjoy making this recipe today, like, subscribe, share, please leave a comment below. I want to know what you think of this. So I want to thank you for watching, and happy Halloween, and be safe out there, and I will see you next week on our food journey. Take care.